Okay, hi Vickie. This is Tony looking at your assignment here. And let's take a look here at the whole group of them. Okay, so first shot looks great. Looks really fantastic. It's a really good example of when you fire the flash and you have something dark, but then you have some ambient light, which would be like the light from these street lights and out there by the garage out there. And so you have a nice mix of the flash, which lights up things like in the foreground right here, and throws a little bit of light out here too, and mixes with the ambient light. So you can see right here your ISO. So make sure, something like this, you can set your ISO up pretty high, like 800, 1600, something like that. So go in there and set your ISO higher. And you can see right here that the shutter speed slows down too when you're using this in the slower sync speed mode, so that it mixes the flash with the available light. So that worked out great. We'll go to the next shot here. And now when you're shooting in brighter sunlight, sometimes the flash will not fire. Like in this case right here, it looks like that the camera sensed that you're in bright sunlight, and so it didn't fire. So bright sunlight, a lot of times, especially if you just have your camera on auto flash, is not going to fire. So that looks to be the case right here. So it didn't fire. Now in this one, I don't know if you use this just to have something to compare to the other shot, but this is definitely a look that where the flash also didn't fire here, and so like this was a nice way to compare this versus shooting with the flash. And then another case too, right here you can see it says flash didn't fire. When you're outside and you're shooting things that are farther away, you have to be kind of close with your flash that's on your camera. So you have to be within, say 8 feet of your subject. So if you have a person, like say for instance you're trying to shoot a person there outside in this full sun, like a subject like this, here you are, and say for instance there was lots of shadow or something underneath their eyes, or maybe they're wearing a baseball cap and you can't see because of the shadow. You can't see their face because of the shadow that's cast by the bill of their baseball cap. That's a perfect time when you turn on the flash and it fills in that light. Now in a case right here, it's also saying that the flash didn't fire. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you have take your flash off of auto and make sure that you set it so that you're either turn the flash on or turn the flash off. In this case, you want to turn it on. And like here, this would have been a perfect kind of thing right here to use fill flash for. Because you have a shot like this, and you can shoot with the flash and it will fill in for all these sort of nice little details right here that maybe are, in this case the lighting is somewhat diffused by the clouds, but if you have a really harsh overhead light, then like this might cast a really dark shadow here and here too, and the flash would reveal those details too. So go out and get a few more shots. And make sure you've got your flash turned on, and give that a try. Okay, thanks.